The last few months have been challenging for everyone, particularly so for the performing arts. And so, until we can meet once again on stage, the Bradfordians would like to invite you to sit back, relax, and be entertained by some of our talented members as they perform a variety of pieces from the safety of their own homes. We very much hope you will enjoy them.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you? Over hill, over dale, through a brush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And I serve the fairy queen, to dew her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners be, in their gold coats spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favours. In their freckles live their savours. I must go and seek a dewdrop here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. The queen and all her elves come here anon. The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell on wrath that she as her attendant have a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She ne'er had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forests wild. But she perforce withhold the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. And now they do not meet, in grove nor green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, that they do square. All their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them here. Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow, are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery? Skim milk and sometimes labour in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn. Sometimes make the drink to bear no balm, mislead night wanderers laughing at their harm. Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck, and not you he. Thou speak'st aright, I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. And sometime lurk I in the gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on the withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale. Sometimes for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough. And all the choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth, and knees and swear, and merry hours ne'er wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon. Oh, and here my mistress. Oh, would that he were gone.
We're one day into lockdown and there's a delivery driver. Down there, laying a parcel on the doorstep like flowers on a grave. I'm thinking it's just a repeat of my multivitamins, but as soon as the Amazon man's rung the doorbell, then stepped back like he's just lit a firework, I hear him running across the office floor like Mr. Motivator's just stuck a bomb up his backside. It's all right, I'll get it. It's funny how this situation has changed people. I never remember him being the least bit interested in exercise before all this madness. It is mad, isn't it? Old men raising millions for the NHS, all the rainbows in the windows. We're all perfect strangers on this street. Now, every Thursday, we're out there with the rest of the nation clapping, well, politely applauding our carers. Where did people suddenly find all the millions it was that chap raised? I, for one, didn't give anything, I don't mind saying. Well, I've got enough on my plate. Well, I should say, I don't know if I will have enough on my plate. Counting every penny now. Don't know what the future holds for me. Before all this madness, the closest he got to exercise was doing his John Travolta routine round the kitchen on a Saturday night. Saturday night fever. 8 years ago, Jenny and Dave's wedding on the river cruiser. The cocktail sausages had incredibly thick skins. Well, we all needed thick skins. That speech. Even he was embarrassed. We snogged to Amy Winehouse. I caught the bouquet. But I never for 1 minute imagined it all happened very quickly after that. Having Back to Black as our first dance. Well, it was ironic. A mover, that's him. Better on the dance floor than me. Funnier than me too. The joker in the pack. The kids adore him, of course. He pulls funny faces, plays tag. So many things to so many people. But never a jogger. That same morning, he's come downstairs like he's consumed with a new energy, dressed head to toe in his next day delivery kit, looking all very Sports Direct meets Weight Watchers. And then he's off for his first run. Ever. Can't see him for dust. Launched by the force of his enthusiasm into a brave new calorie-burning world of lycra and shin splints. I shout out of the window after him. Take it easy. We don't want you having a heart attack. I couldn't be doing with the paperwork. And hospital's the best place to catch corona. And he calls back over his shoulder. We'll watch that new BBC thing tonight. A gritty comedy drama highlighting the effect of coronavirus on the availability of fresh fruit in Britain's northern cities. I say, you what? He says, last mango in Halifax. Like I say, funnier than me. I was quite impressed by my paperwork gag though. But he'll have known it wasn't my own material. We don't, of course. We don't watch anything on telly when he gets back. When all this started, I thought, now, at last, after 8 years, we'll have time. I can get close to him again. We'll have so much time to do things together. All the things we don't find time to do when things are normal. Going for walks, sitting down for meals, watching telly together. But we didn't find time to do any of those life-affirming activities. How many weeks has it been? And now we'll never get that chance again.
She's snooping again. She thinks I can't hear her rummaging around behind the Hypericum. Yesterday, there I was making the most of some freshly turned soil when boom, she appears spouting on about the dangers of fraternising with people and complaining about my lack of dignified distancing from an active trowel. Practically choked on my own worm. I mean, to me, that's just basic economic food shopping. To Bernice my body as a temple, it's the equivalent of pimping myself out. I see her coat with a nest full of hungry fledglings. And it's not like it's my fault what happened to her beau. I mean, Marvin's amiable enough for a feline, but even his lazy-ass DNA is going to get kick-started if you're stupid enough to fly headfirst into his cat flap. If you ask me, she's better off without that. I just wish she wasn't always round here. It's not like she comes round to use the bird bath. Not since the water butt contamination scare. And why'd she have to be here? Oh my God. That's it. She's round here preening herself over my Bert. My Bert! quickly. Now, Barry, there was a bird. Oh, that voice. And you should have seen the size of his nest. I mean, amazing. I got to be honest, the first time I saw it, I thought, Christ, how many eggs has he expected me to squeeze out? I mean, okay, so it wasn't really practical. I mean, completely inefficient from an egg warming perspective, but, oh, well, we were young and reckless and in love and, well, if that first clutch needed a little bit of extra insulating, we just have to snuggle up together over 'em. Good times. Of course, as soon as they grew up, they flew off to explore the world. Barry included. I mean, Bert does his best, but let's be honest, he's never going to set the world on fire. Take the fireberries, my favourite. Always overindulge. Will Bert partake? I can't, Bobs. They're not on the ground. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love him. He works hard and we've raised some lovely chicks. We've got a good life. It's just... I'm tired. I grew old and grew tired. I wanted to explore the world. I wanted to fly off in the wake of the swallows. That's what I'm going to do. In the autumn, I'm going to fly south. I'll follow him south. Bernice can have my patch. Bert won't mind. So long as he's got company, he'll be right with Bernice. He'll survive. Well, he will. Till she finds out about his compost habit.
Don't contradict me! Don't disobey me!
Don't even think about going to that audition!
Please!
No!
Mother!
Stop!
Stop telling me what to do. Don't treat me like a child or two.
No!
I know that you want what's best.
Please!
But Mother, please, give it a rest. Stop, don't, no, please. Stop, don't, no, please. Stop, don't, no, please. Mama, I'm a big girl now. Once upon a time when I was just a kid, you never let me do just what the other kids did. But lose that laundry list of what you wanna now. 'Cause Mama, I'm a big girl now. Once upon a time we used to play with toys, but now I'd rather play around with teenage boys. So don't forget a hickey, please don't have a cow. 'Cause Mama, I'm a big girl now. Mama, gotta tell you that without a doubt I get my best dancing lessons from you. You're the one who taught me how to twist and shout, because you shout don't stop and you're so twist and toe. Whoa, once used to fit because I just said oh, but now I'm just like Gidget and I gotta get to roll. So say arrivederci or toodaloo and ciao, 'cause Mama, I'm a big girl now. Stop, don't, no, please. Stop, don't, no, please. Stop, don't, no, please. Mama, I'm a big girl now. Once upon a time I was a shy and thing, could barely walk and talk so much as dance and sing. But let me hit that stage, you wanna take my bow, 'cause Mama, I'm a big girl now. Oh, once upon a time I used to dress up and but now that I'm a woman I like bigger men. And I don't need a Barbie doll to show me how, 'cause Mama, I'm a big girl now.
If they knew just how dearly I would love to quack, quack, quack. But it's true, I'm a bird who seems to lack the knack. I'm just different, I'm just different from the rest. And who can blame them wanting me so find another nest. But different isn't naughty, different isn't bad. So why should being different make me sad? I'm just different. They're like peas from the same pot. No wonder they make fun of me. Less hard to got. But different isn't scary. Different is no threat. And though I'm still their brother, they forget I didn't choose to look this way. I didn't want to be unique. I don't like these grubby feathers, and I hate my stubby beak. There's a grunt in every little one, like sheep in every flock. But when you know it is somehow, your ego takes a knock. I'm just different, but I have a sense of pride. My boots may well be funny, but I hurt the same inside. But different isn't spiteful, different isn't wrong. So why is it so hard to get along? I only want to get along. Different could be swell. Different is just, well, different.
A Cautionary Tale for Children by Hilaire Belloc. Matilda told such dreadful lies, it made one gasp and stretch one's eyes. Her aunt, who from her earliest youth had kept a strict regard for truth, attempted to believe Matilda. The effort very nearly killed her, and would have done so had not she discovered this infirmity. For once, towards the close of day, Matilda, growing tired of play, and finding she was left alone, went tiptoe to the telephone, and summoned the immediate aid of London's noble fire brigade. Within an hour the gallant band were pouring in on every hand, from Putney, Hackney, Downs and Bow, with courage high and hearts aglow, they galloped thundering through the town. Matilda's house is burning down. Inspired by British cheers and loud proceeding from the frenzied crowd, they ran their ladders through a score of windows on the ballroom floor, and took peculiar pains to souse the pictures up and down the house, until Matilda's aunt succeeded in showing them they were not needed. And even then she had to pay to get the men to go away. It happened that a few weeks later, her aunt was off to the theatre to see that interesting play, The Second Mrs. Tanqueray. She had refused to take her niece to hear this entertaining piece, a deprivation just and wise to punish her for telling lies. That night a fire did break out. You should have heard Matilda shout. You should have heard her scream and bawl and throw the window up and call to people passing in the street, the rapidly increasing heat encouraging her to obtain their confidence. But all in vain, for every time she shouted, "Fire!" they simply answered, "Little liar!" And therefore, when her aunt returned, Matilda and the house were burnt.
When I look at you, what I always see is the face of someone else who once belonged to me. Still I can hear him laugh, and even though that melody plays on, he's gone. When I look at you, he is standing there. I can almost breathe him in like summer in the air. Why do you smile his smile? That heaven I'd forgotten eases through in you. If you could look at me once more with all the love you felt before, if you and I could disappear into the past and find that love we knew, I'd never take my eyes away from you. When I look at you, he is touching me. I would reach for him, but who can hold a memory? And love isn't everything. That moonlight on the bed will melt away someday. Oh, you were once that someone who I followed like a star. Then suddenly you changed, and now I don't know who you are. Or could it be that I never really knew you from the start? Did I create a dream? Was he a fantasy? Even a memory is paradise for all the fools like me. Now remembering is all that I can do, because